Hello, viewers. Welcome to StoryMorsel with yet another legend of Indian history, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. This is your host, Simran Thakur. Let's begin. Born in Cuttack, Orissa, Netaji grew up in a family deeply rooted in education and public service. Surrounded by a culturally vibrant environment, young Subhash displayed early signs of determination and intellect. His parents, Janakinath Bose and Prabhavati Devi, provided a nurturing atmosphere, fostering a sense of responsibility and commitment to social welfare. His childhood, marked by a supportive family and exposure to a rich culture milieu, played a pivotal role in shaping Netaji's character and instilling in him the seeds of fervent desire for India's independence. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose met Emily Schenkel during his travels in Europe in the early 1930s. Emily, an Austrian, and Netaji developed a deep connection over their shared ideals and passion for India's independence. The union was a fusion of different cultures and backgrounds, symbolizing the international scope of Netaji's struggle for freedom. Despite the challenges of a long distance relationship and the demanding nature of Netaji's commitments, their bond endured. The couple eventually married in a quiet ceremony in Germany in 1937. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose's education was marked by intellectual vigor and pursuit of knowledge that laid the groundwork for his future leadership. After completing his early education in Cuttack, Orissa, Bose journeyed to England to pursue higher studies. He enrolled at Cambridge University, where he delved into the realms of philosophy and excelled academically. Subsequently, he appeared in prestigious Indian civil service examination and secured a commendable position. However, driven by a fervent desire for India's independence, Bose's trajectory shifted. He chose to relinquish the bureaucratic path, a decision that showcased his commitment to the nationalist cause over personal pursuits. Netaji's educational journey reflects not only his intellectual prowess but also the pivotal movement where his commitment to the freedom struggle took precedence over a conventional career path. Subhash Chandra Bose's involvement in Indian National Army (INA) stands as a defining chapter in India's struggle for independence. During World War II, Bose, dissatisfied with non-violent means, sought international support for India's liberation. His journey across continents eventually reaching Southeast Asia in 1943. In Japanese-occupied Singapore, Bose formed the Azad Hind Fauj, Indian National Army, with the support of the Axis powers. Leading the INA, he envisioned a military force that transcended regional, religious, and linguistic differences, uniting under a common goal, India's freedom. The INA participated in the key battles against the British in Burma and Infil. Although the INA faced challenges, Bose's charismatic leadership and the INA efforts left an indelible mark, influencing the narrative of India's struggle for independence. Netaji's daring military campaign with the INA symbolized a bold and alternative approach to achieving freedom. Azad Hind Radio, established by Subhash Chandra Bose in 1942, played a crucial role in broadcasting his message of independence and rallying support for the Indian National Army. Operating from different locations in Southeast Asia, including Japanese-occupied Singapore, the radio station became a powerful tool for disseminating information related to independence movement. Netaji used Azad Hind radios to communicate directly with the Indian masses, urging them to join the struggle for freedom. The broadcast in multiple languages reached across borders and became a unifying force fostering a sense of patriotism among listeners. It was a testament to Bose's innovative use of media to mobilize support and amplify the voice of India's fight against colonial rule. Subhash Chandra Bose tenure as the President of Indian National Congress during a Haripura session in 1938 was a defining movement in the party's history. Elected with overwhelming support, Bose used his presidency to push for more radical strategies in the fight against British colonial rule. The Haripura Congress marked a departure from conventional methods of non-violent resistance. As Bose advocated for direct action and mass mobilization, his charismatic leadership and stirring speeches resonated with the attendees, creating a fervor for a more assertive stance in the struggle for independence. Though his tenure was relatively short-lived, Bose's impact as a Haripura Congress president laid the groundwork for a more dynamic and proactive approach within the Indian National Congress, setting the stage for the subsequent evaluation of the independence movement. Subhash Chandra Bose's escape to Germany in 1941 was a daring and dramatic episode in the quest for India's independence. Disillusioned with the constraints of non-violent method of seeking international support, Bose secretly left India. Awaiting British surveillance, he traveled through Afghanistan and the Soviet Union, ultimately reaching Germany. His journey was perilous, reflecting his unwavering determination to seek assistance for India's liberation from Axis powers. In Germany, Bose sought to collaborate with Nazi leadership to further his cause, although his association with authoritarian regimes has been a subject of historical debate. This escape showcased Netaji's strategic acumen and the lengths to which he was willing to go to find allies for India's struggle against British colonization. The Tokyo Conference, held by Subhash Chandra Bose in 1943, was a pivotal movement in the quest for India's independence. The conference brought together prominent leaders and representatives from various Indian communities worldwide. Bose, as a leader of the INA, aimed to journal international support for the cause of liberating India from British rule. While the conference facilitated collaboration between Bose INA and Japan, it also symbolized his pragmatic approach to achieving India's freedom by aligning with forces and could potentially weaken the British Empire during World War II. The Tokyo Conference underscored Bose's relentless pursuit of unconventional strategies in the face of a complex geopolitical landscape. Some of the movements include Civil Disobedience Movement in 1920 to 1922, Quit India Movement 1942, INA Movement 1942 to 1945, Azad Hind Government, Burma Campaign. In 1944, Bose's INA alongside Japanese forces engaged in a series of battles in Burma against the British Indian Army. His legacy lives as a symbol of patriotism and fearless leader who challenged his imperial forces. He once said that a true criterion of leadership is not the size of a crowd but the mental outlook of a leader. Please stay tuned to know about more such legendary figures and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.